Impact. You ever wonder what kind of impact you're going to have on your kids as you go forward? I've often wondered that myself. My dad impact on my life has been tremendous. My dad loved the walleye fish. That was the favorite species he loved to chase. And if you look in this picture and you look in the video behind me, you see walleye picture right here. You see the National Walleye Tour plaque right there. You see my boat in the background. I love the walleye fish too. And I got that passed down from my dad. And not just because, he said, hey, you should walleye fish, but because he took me walleye fishing. He took me on trips to northern Minnesota. He took me to trips to Canada. We went to Canada several years in a row. We went to all kinds of places, even in all over Iowa, and going trying to catch fish. And it was awesome because he spent intentional time with me. When it was time to go in the boat, sometimes we were with other people. I was with him, and we were troll for the walleyes. This is long before the world of LiveScope and different kind of sonar. Matter of fact, I think all we had was a flasher, or we had just a 2D down. If you know what I'm talking about. If you don't, that's cool. No big deal if you don't. And some of that stuff we'll teach later. But this is really the impact he had on me, taking me on those trips, and that intentional time he spent with me. And not just that too. I mean, sometimes it was working on cars together in the shop, or sometimes it was when he went trapping with me when I got into trapping later in the high school years. And he put aside some of the dreams he had for me and went with me instead, and started trapping alongside me. And that was huge because that spoke a lot into me. And I've learned that with my boys now, to be able to speak a lot into them. And I have a solid relationship with my sons. And a lot of that's been from taking the intentional time and making intentional trips to go fishing, even though my boys, they won't hardly pick up a fishing rod unless I am with them on a trip. You know what? And I understand that. And that trip's all about them. Matter of fact, Trip with Dad is teaching you, or teaching other dads, that intentional time with your kids is the most important part of it. And the fishing is just the avenue of getting there. That's the avenue because it's my passion. I love to speak about fishing. I love to talk about fishing. I love to tell people how to do different things and to teach them to do that stuff. But it can be going on a disc golf trip. It could be going on a power lifting trip. All kinds of different trips that are available. It doesn't have to be just fishing. But Trip with Dad is intentional time spent with your kids so that you can be a big part of their life and make a huge impact in their life.